Formula One is one of the easiest sports to get into. However, once you get into it, you can find that you have a lot of questions. Even though the sport can feel very simple from the very beginning, there are a lot of things that can be more complicated and nuanced. And I found over the past year while making Formula One content that a lot of people have a lot of questions. But some people have expressed that those questions feel too simple, or that they don't know where they're supposed to ask them, or even how to ask those questions. But I will tell you, of the questions that I've gotten, so many people have the same questions. So I have been trying to figure out what's the best way over the off season that I can help answer as many of those questions as possible. Welcome to Grid Chat University. Between now and Lights Out at Melbourne, I'm going to be doing a basic series on my podcast Grid Chat. We'll go from the very basics, like how a race weekend works, who the teams are, who the drivers are, and how you can pick your favorite, into some of the more complicated things, like who makes up a team, why are there so many different types of tires, and what is a tire strategy, and really everything you might want to know to get started with this sport. So if you're getting into the sport for the first time, you've been into the sport for a while but you want a refresher, or you are trying to gently bully all of your friends and family into watching your new obsession, starting on Monday, that basic series will begin. And each week I'll break down a different part of this sport. I also want to make sure that I'm able to answer some of the specific questions that you might have. So if you have any questions about Formula One at all that you've ever wanted to ask and you felt like, where do I ask this question? You can leave it in the comments of this video, or you can leave it in the comments of the podcast episode that you can find in my bio. Each one of the Grid Chat University episodes will include a question and answer section at the end, and I'll be answering the questions as they come up. So that series starts on Monday. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast, send your questions in, and get ready to feel like you have a true PhD in Formula One.